Hello everybody, and welcome to the 4th devlog for the Vaporwave, which still is, and forevermore will be, an action 3D platformer with stylings based off the 80s, and maybe, just maybe, definitely, the 90s. And today we will be talking to one Ham76 to learn more about the user interface for the game itself. A very interesting topic, I know.
Hello, I'm Ham76. I'm the UI designer for the Vaporwave. For those not in the know, UI is user interface. Think health bars, mini-maps, or weapon and ammo displays from any of your favorite games. UI is all about communicating information to the player. That's you guys. It should tell you what you need to know and when you need to know it. What that means for the Vaporwave is best illustrated by our inspirations. The project strives for the Vaporwave aesthetic, as you should know by now if you've been following along. And if you haven't, check out our other devlogs. In the aesthetic, the Windows 95 era operating systems play a major role in the nostalgic and uncanny vibes. We wanted to mirror that look with our own UI. As of now, we take inspiration from the Windows 95 download for our health bar. Our main draw was the chunky loading bar, which has a really distinct silhouette and looks rad. Beyond that, most of the UI is inspired by the iconic pop-ups. We thought that the pop-ups were super emblematic of retro UI, and is what most people think of when you talk about Windows 95. We felt it would be a perfect fit for our notifications and dialogue. This example is inspired more by the function than the form, although all of our UI follows the overall design of a color gradient bar at the top of a gray panel with gray tabs. As the game deepens in complexity, we've also been mulling over the other UI elements of the time for our future mechanics. We currently have the weapon tab and the speedometer in the works. The volume control has some great potential for a scoring system, or even as a take on the speedometer, with the high velocity being measured instead of volume. MS Paint holds even more potential. The icons on the side could be excellent at representing our current weapon. The color picker's slider could represent cooldowns or overheating for those weapons, as well as any value that could be measured by a slider. Okay, enough shop talk. Let's go into what we have right now. From those inspirations were born the current engineer art. We chose purple for the gradient bar. We did this because of how much the Vaporwave aesthetic relies on it, especially some of the most popular images. The rest of each tab will retain the gray elements. Here we have the health bar and an example pop-up. Let's bask in the warm glow of their legally distinct beauty for a moment together. Okay, enough of that. Time for what they do. First up is the health bar, which is self-explanatory. If you have health, the chunks represent how much health. If you don't, then you have other things to worry about. Next is our pop-ups. When the player talks to someone, needs to know something, or walks past a specific point, a pop-up is created with a customizable message. It is then placed at a random location on screen. And by random, I mean a set position on a grid so that our lovely pop-ups aren't cut in half. Sorry to ruin it for you, but on a computer, random is almost never really random. Look it up and feel sad about it, I guess. Anyway, once the pop-up is on screen, its buttons can be used to run further methods, or close the pop-up. If left on the player's screen, pop-ups will time out on their own. So, to any of my lazy gamers, this one's for you. To make any of this happen, we turn to our final topic today, the UI Manager, which is how we handle existing and future systems. This manager uses the observer pattern and C# events. This allows us to play well with assembly definitions and easily create pop-ups for whenever it's pop-up time. To any of the audience who were flashbanged by coding terms, it is really good at doing the thing. We did have these systems working early on in development, but the entire systems and pop-ups were recently overhauled and improved. Well, that pretty much covers our finished UI. More is on the way as our various systems are finished. Until then, look forward to our speedometer and weapon UI, coming soon to a Vaporwave near you.